Okay, it's Testimony Tuesday, and I forgot to interview someone else, so I'm gonna do my own testimony, and I have no makeup on, and I'm in my pajamas because every time I am featured on my own blog, I'm in pajamas with no makeup on, so it's as real as it gets here at Rehab Girl. So I'm gonna start from the beginning, and I'm gonna try and be quick about it. My name's Ashley. I'm 24 years old. I'll be 25 in June. Um, I was born in Philadelphia, and when I was 13, we moved to the Atlantic City area of New Jersey. Um, Pretty normal upbringing. My parents are still together. I have a younger sister. She, doesn't even smoke cigarettes, and you know what I mean? We're just regular people. When I was 16, I started dating a guy who was kind of like a bad boy, I guess you could say. He introduced me to partying. Cocaine, Xanax, pot, alcohol, just bad behavior in general. He was pretty physically abusive, mentally abusive, verbally abusive. It got pretty bad. I had to get a restraining order against him eventually. And it took me a really, really long time to get over it. And even though outwardly I seemed like I was over it, a lot of what went down I carried with me for years. Because it was pretty crazy. It was no laughing matter. But anyway, I started bartending when I was 18, and I made a ton of money, and I worked in a casino in Atlantic City, and that's when my drug addiction got really crazy. I was snorting prescription painkillers pretty much every day, especially at work, and I didn't see anything wrong with it. I was basically leading a double life. I went to school, I had a car, I had great friends, I had money to blow, so I thought that I was just normal. But what people didn't see was that I never left the house without snorting a couple Roxys. Couldn't go to work unless I had my pills. And it just was like that for like 6 years. I moved back to Philly. I started going to Temple University. I did pretty well. But by the time I hit 23, my drug addiction was crippling, to say the least. If I had to choose between food and getting high, I would get high. If I had to choose between paying my bills and getting high, I'd get high. Every relationship up until that point was pretty awful. I had become pretty awful. Most of my friends who weren't into drugs didn't really talk to me at this point. Everybody knew something was wrong with Ashley, but nobody really knew what, because I was such a huge liar that I never admitted what was going on. I thought that I was doing a pretty good job. I'm sorry, these pants are so embarrassing. But anyway, yeah, when I was 23, I lost everything I had. Got evicted from my apartment, moved back in with my parents in Jersey, stopped going to Temple not because of my grades or anything, but I just couldn't get up in the morning unless I was high. Let alone ride the subway 20 minutes uptown to go to class, so I pretty much chose drugs over my education. So by the time I got back to Jersey, I couldn't afford my pills anymore, so I just started doing heroin because it was cheaper. And like I said, I couldn't do anything unless I was high. And 2 months before I came to Hosanna Home, which is where I'm at now, and I'm done my program in 18 days, 2 months before I came to Hosanna Home, I ended up in jail for 10 days because I got super high on Xanax and dope and went to Walgreens and sold a bunch of crap and got arrested and went to jail. and I thought it would change me, but I was still lying to myself and everyone. And the night before I came here, I did an obscene amount of heroin and a bunch of Xanax, and my parents gave me 2 options. They said, you can either go to Hosanna Home in Alabama, or you can pack a bag and we'll drop you off in Atlantic City, and we don't really care what happens to you after that. I said, where is Alabama? I still don't really know where I am. I know that Georgia's on one side and Tennessee's up here. I don't know what's over there. And then the ocean's down at the bottom. Just a little bit, though, at the bottom. Yeah, so I did pack a bag and I did leave, and I really didn't want to come, but through circumstances, I ended up back at my parents' house, and the next day, I was on a plane, and I was here. But it turned out to be pretty much my definition of a divine intervention. And I know that sounds really lame, because I felt really lame just saying it, but it's been the best year of my life. I realized I'm, like, really screwed up. Like, really screwed up. Like, I thought I was screwed up, but I would, like, joke about it. And I still joke about it, but, like, wow, oh my God. Like, I'm so messed up. And I'm still messed up. But I'm happy messed up. I can have a bad day here now, and it's nothing compared to my definition of a good day a year ago. And that's crazy. I don't know. Life is just so peaceful now. Even when it's not, I have this internal peace that I, like, just can't explain. I'm going on 7 minutes, 8 minutes, so I'm gonna cut myself off now, because I don't want to bore anyone. I hope that you guys learned a little bit about me. I write, obviously I write all, like, the sappy poems and stuff on the blog, but I try to focus on the girls when it comes to the videos and stuff like that, because, I don't know, it's not just about me, and that's something else I realized while I was here, because I was a really selfish person. I hurt people every day just to get what I wanted, and being here, I realized that we're all kind of in this together, whether we like it or not. And that, like I said, it's not about me all the time. It's about trying to find your own way to help people, and if my way to help people is stupid videos online, or sappy poems, or just spilling my guts on the internet, then if it helps people, then I feel like I did something right. So, thank you for watching. I feel weird because I'm literally alone in my room right now recording a video in happy bunny pants with no makeup on. But thank you for watching, and thank you for reading, and for all the support, and talk to you guys later.